All right, folks, the Michigan court has denied Detroit Public Schools' request for a temporary restraining order halting teacher sick outs. As we've been reporting, the teachers in Detroit are sick and tired of the dilapidated conditions of the schools, overcrowded classrooms, and low salaries. The organized group of teachers calling themselves #DPS Teachers Fight Back have now staged 2 sick outs to bring attention to the matter. The district will plead this case again at a hearing Monday in Detroit. We reached out to the Detroit Public Schools Administration, and they sent us an email that states, part, it's extremely important that the court play a role in the resolution of this issue. We look forward to the opportunity to inform the court of the serious effects that these continued sick outs have on the district, its students, and their families at the hearing on Monday. Here to give us an update on what's going on there is Michigan State Representative Shelley Gay-Danielgo and instructional specialist for Detroit Public Schools, Lucida Walker. Lucida, I want to start with you because the district is painting this as teachers are demanding more money. But we've seen photos and video of deplorable conditions in the classrooms. And give us a sense of what happened when you and others said, hey, I need y'all guys to fix this.
Well, you know, it's been an ongoing situation, and as instructors, we have just kind of dealt with it. We've dealt with it. We have loyalty to our district. But when it got to the point where the emergency manager, which was the same emergency manager that was in Flint when the water crisis started, when the emergency manager called us unethical, things began to change. He must go. The conditions are deplorable in some of the buildings, oversized classrooms, poor air quality, there's a lack of technology, hazardous conditions, and there's excessive testing. Pay is something that's really important, because when you have the neediest kids, when they're the most marginalized students, when they're the most vulnerable, you have to pay to have those students supported in the correct way. But we need our buildings, and we need our class sizes reduced, and we need our buildings in a condition that is conducive to learning.
I want to go to Representative Shelley, please. So your perspective on this, because, again, when I see these photos and these videos, I'm saying I don't know how any child can get an education in these conditions, and how in the world a teacher can teach in these conditions.
You're absolutely right, and thank you, Roland. I'm Sherry Gay-Danielgo, but I appreciate you having us on to talk about this very critical issue. You know, what's important to note here is it's the same emergency manager that Mr. Darnell Early, that is also the emergency manager, or was the emergency manager for the Flint water crisis. And we've seen under our current governor now more school closures in the history of any other governor in Michigan, more than 30 Detroit public schools. You have to look at the history of what's taken place with DPS since 1999, when we had a $1.5 billion bond to build our infrastructure, and the state took over at that time. We had 167,000 students. They have now, under state control, plummeted enrollment to 47,000 students. It is the greatest heist in the history of America that has been placed over Black urban